Chuck and Freddy at the movies.
Hello again.
All right, we just finished. This week we finished Phase 1. We saw the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you think?
I liked it.
I did too.
I forgot how much fun it was to see all of them together.
Yeah, I did too. I was actually kind of afraid. I would go back in and watch it again, and it wouldn't be as magical, you know?
Mm-hmm. Still liked it.
Because, you see these guys all together, how many times now? I mean, we had the two Avengers, and we also had Civil War, and, even in like, Thor Ragnarok, it's Thor and Hulk, and, yeah, so you get to kind of see them team up a lot after that, so... Team
ups are really cool, I think.
They are.
And, what a better time to do it than to fight a bunch of aliens.
Yeah, well, you need a whole lot of people to beat up.
An invasion of aliens.
Yeah.
Yes, cool. And then, when you're watching it, I remembered being surprised or laughing at certain parts. I'd be like, oh yeah, this part is really funny. Then, of course, I forgot about the purple guy. Thanos. Purple guy. I prefer that name.
Prefer purple guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Evil Space Grimace?
Yeah, I thought that was him at the beginning. Yeah, Evil Space Grimace. The big purple smiley guy. Yeah. I thought he was in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, the guy with the hood and the face mask?
Yeah, the face mask. So I guess I got those two mixed up.
Yeah. Nope, it's not him. That was the other. That character is out of the comics.
He's called the Other?
Yeah.
That's his name?
Well, again, he's out of the comics. Basically, the reason why he was there was because they didn't want to spoil Thanos at the beginning of the movie. Oh. So they're like, well, we gotta have somebody talking to Loki to kind of say, like, hey, go get the Tesseract. Bring it back to us. So they had the Other there. So that's when he's like, oh, you defy him who gave you that scepter in your hand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so...
The guy comes back in Guardians of the Galaxy. Do you remember that?
Which? The Other comes back in Guardians of the Galaxy?
He gets shot in the head, his head, wraps around.
I don't know.
By Ronan.
He's incredibly unforgettable, and I kept getting him mixed up with Purple Dude.
He's incredibly forgettable.
Does he have, purple skin? Purple chin?
Who? Thanos?
No, the other guy.
Yeah, kind of purplish, I guess. He had a blue hue, I suppose. He had, a weird, jaw thing, too, the mask. And...
You can't really see his face.
No.
What about you?
Again, I forgot it was fun. And, again, as it is with other movies, you go back and watch it, oh, yeah, that guy, the World Security Council is there. Mm-hmm. And the head of the council is a guy named Gideon Malik, who ends up being a villain in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Mm-hmm. And he's Hydra. Mm-hmm. And also, for a few seconds, Agent Sitwell was in there. Because he was in Thor.
I saw him.
And he ends up being in Hydra as well.
Which, one thing though I want to say that didn't make a lot of sense to me, maybe you can explain, the turning point in the movie, which makes them all get together. When, he throws the cards down that used to be Coulson's Captain America cards, and they got, blood on it. But they seemed to be really impacted by Coulson's death. Were they really that close to him?
Well, Iron Man was. And Thor had a lot of fondness for him. He was there when he died. But, just the idea that Coulson believed in heroes and heroism. And those cards were a reminder that he really looked up to people like the Avengers. While they were kind of fighting amongst each other, kind of screwing things up, Coulson was the guy that believed in them. Mm. So when they saw that, well, hey, this guy who really looked up to us and admired us died. Mm-hmm. So we really need to honor his memory by doing better.
So I guess he put fake blood or something on it because
the
cards were not in his jacket.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of an impact to actually see the cards.
Yeah, but even like Iron Man was looking at the place where his blood was, and he was just like, "Don't speak ill of him," you know.
You're right.
I was just like, really? I didn't think they were that close.
Well, yeah, because he met him in the first 2 Iron Man movies, and closer came
very briefly.
Well, but
they weren't very cuddly.
Well, Tony Stark has never cuddly with anybody.
Well, except for with Pepper.
And even then, he's still pretty snarky. Because, I mean, even War Machine, half the conversations he has with War Machine, he's making fun of him.
Why wasn't War Machine in the Avengers right now?
Because they couldn't get Don Cheadle. They didn't want more than one Iron Man on the team.
But he's War Machine. He's not Iron Man.
Same kind of thing. Armor. Even looks similar. No, that's actually the reason.
You could have called him.
I think the in-universe explanation is that he does military missions for the U.S. Army. Well, whenever we see him in Iron Man 3, he's in Afghanistan doing missions there. And then in Age of Ultron, he shows up briefly talking about how he was taking out a tank and stuff. So that's the in-universe explanation. I think they have some the comics that tie in with these movies. I haven't read any of them, but I think one of them does explain that he was off doing military stuff. So we couldn't quite call him in right away.
Yeah.
But anyway, with Tony Stark, he's always snarky.
Always snarky.
Always snarky.
Yeah, well, wouldn't be fun to watch if he wasn't.
Right, so he looks
he
up
was trying to get Banner to Hulk out.
Because he was curious.
So stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, he really likes Banner. He was kind of teasing him. He doesn't show it, but he is fond of Captain America.
We see that Civil War rivalry starting right away.
Yeah.
Right? So the first time I saw it, I was kind of like, whatever, but seeing it again, you're like, oh, that part never actually changed.
No.
And, day one, they were at odds.
Yeah. Although I think Civil War did a better job showing the dynamic between Stark and Captain America. Better than the Avengers movies did. I think Josh Whedon was the one who did the Avengers, both movies. He did a good job of showing how they butt heads, but he didn't do a good job of showing how they could actually be partners.
Well, when he got the turbine going, they worked as a team. Basically, they were arguing up until they're like, okay, let's suit up and get out.
Right, but I think they could have done a little bit more.
They turned pretty quickly, though, from fighting, saying, put on the suit and fight me. And then he's like, okay, put on the suit. He's like, yep, okay. And then he just went.
Right, but I think they could have done more of showing how they can... well, they work together, but I think they could have shown more of how they can respect one another. Because there's a difference between respect and working together.
True.
As we all know, I think we all have coworkers that we can work together with, but we don't necessarily respect.
Yeah.
There you go. There's my message to the audience. I don't know. So.
All right. Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to the next one.
Oh, something else too.
Yeah.
And I still don't like this. I never liked the fact that Loki's staff has a mind gem in it. I don't like that.
Yeah, but they don't reveal that in this movie.
No, they reveal it in Age of Ultron. I've always thought that they never actually planned for it to be in the spear. I think it was later when they're making Age of Ultron, they're like, oh, crap, we gotta put a Infinity Stone in there somewhere. Let's say that his staff had the mind gem. Okay.
And Colby Smolder's character didn't really... Was she in the last Avengers movie?
Yeah.
Is she going to be in Infinity War?
I think so.
Think so?
But no, I don't like that the Scepter had the mind gem because it makes no sense.
Is that not what happened in the comics?
Well, I mean, obviously things are different, but I mean, it makes no sense because Thanos wants the stones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he wants the Tesseract, which is the Space Stone. He already has the Mind Gem and the Scepter. So it would make sense just to send Loki down to get the Tesseract and bring it back. But, for starters, there's no reason to give him the Scepter because Loki's already an Asgardian who knows magic. He can even do some illusion stuff, so he doesn't really have to have a device that controls people's minds because he already kind of has that sort of thing going. I mean, he's not telepathic, but he has that going on for him. Loki is the god of mischief. So there's a chance that Loki might double-cross Thanos and take the gem for himself. Mm-hmm. There's a chance that Loki may be defeated and lose the gem, which happens, and then, the gem would later be placed into the head of an Avenger, which is what happens.
That is true, because he does not betray him.
He doesn't betray him.
He does exactly what he came to Earth to do.
Well, he's tried.
Which is very different.
Well, he tried to. We don't know what...
he set up the portal, he was supposed to.
Right. Whatever, Loki may do something else. May have had other plans. Chances are it's Loki, so...
In Thor, though, he had me confused as to what his plan was. But in this movie, I knew his plan.
Yeah. But...
So, yeah, you're right. It doesn't make sense.
No. And also, the Scepter was never all that powerful. It was basically just a zapping stick. Zap.
If you touch someone's chest, they become...
Unless they have a metal plate on the chest. Iron Man's arc reactor just blocked it. Just tick, 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 and of course, if you do use the mind gem to take over somebody's mind, just whack him on the head really hard, and then they snap out of it, apparently. So...
Yeah, that part was weird.
Yeah. I mean, it may be, I guess, you could say that you're just powering the staff. The staff wasn't very good, but... Yeah, it's just, it never sat well with me. And it's really weird that Vision, now that Vision has the gem in his head, he doesn't, take over people's minds. It seems like it's more that it has a mind of its own, because that's how Ultron was created. So it has an AI, but, it never really made a whole lot of sense, so I never really liked it a whole lot. It's really my only real complaint about, I think that movie, the only major one, or at least the mythos, the story of the gems. I don't like that part of it.
Right.
So this is Phase 1, right? Mm-hmm. You have Iron Man 1, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America: The First Avenger, and now Avengers. Mm-hmm. So rate them from 1 to 6. What do you think?
My favorite one would be Avengers.
Okay.
Second one, Thor.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other ones again?
Captain America.
Okay. No. Avengers, Captain America, and then Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So and the bottom 3, I guess, would be The Incredible Hulk.
Sure.
Probably Iron Man 1 or 2, either way, interchangeable.
Yeah, I don't like them, so
Yeah,
they're at the bottom for me.
not a fan of the Iron Man. I think for me, I still like Captain America: The First Avenger, number 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then Avengers, number 2, because I had a lot more fun watching Avengers the second time. Than I did the first time for some reason. I don't know why. So Thor, I think, is number 3. So Thor was like number 1. I was like down at number 3. I think then Iron Man, Iron Man 2. Then the Incredible Hulk. I don't dislike the Incredible Hulk, but
It was just kind of eh.
yeah, it's like okay, it's there, it exists. But no, I mean, it had its moments. Mark Ruffalo is a better Bruce Banner.
Definitely.
I like that he's sort of a goofy, kind of a sensitive, innocent guy. You know, he's still, highly troubled, and you have that scene where he talks about how he tried to commit suicide, and so he can really bring that darkness to the character, and Ed Norton really brought that to the character too, but.
They both did good jobs.
Right.
I think.
Ed Norton didn't quite have that innocent, nice guy quality. And I think it works well for Bruce to have that Mark Ruffalo as quality to him for future movies. I think it worked well here, where he's interacting with all the other Avengers, and later in Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine Edward Norton in that role now, right? Like,
No.
that movie was so goofy. And Edward Norton's done comedy, but usually his comedies that he's done have been kind of darker comedies. I can't think of any goofy comedies he's ever been in.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't quite see him having the chops to be like, I'm a scientist, I don't know how to fly a spaceship, kind of a. Yeah, I can't see him pulling that off, so.
Yeah.
So maybe it's good that Ed Norton didn't come back for Avengers. So that's phase 1. Next movie is Iron Man 3.
Oh, lovely.
Well, I'm with you on that, and that is my least favorite Marvel
I've
movie.
actually never seen it, but
It's my least favorite.
I don't like Thor movies, so.
Yeah, you don't like Iron Man movies.
Oh, sorry, Thor I do like, but Iron Man no.
And this one it's like 90% Tony Stark and only about 10% Iron Man. Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of penis jokes, masturbation jokes.
Probably. But it actually it's my least favorite. Mostly because of the twist. There's a plot twist.
Okay, well, no spoiling it
No
for
spoiling.
me.
Yeah, that's the next Road to Infinity War we're gonna do. But our next video is Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Which we will see on Wednesday because we live in Asia. And we get to see it before the US and Canada and Japan and, I don't know, Russia. Other countries. A lot of Western countries. So we'll have a review on that. A non-spoiler review. So we'll see you then.
Never done that before. All right, bye.